Hi, this is Lauren from Governor State University STEAM Camp. Today I'll be showing you how to make a traditional origami jumping frog. This origami project has been around forever, and a lot of people have enjoyed it because it's really fun once it's completely done. So to begin, I'll be talking about some of the more important stuff, like whether or not this frog is flat foldable. I'm sure you probably have an idea of whether or not it's flat foldable in your head, but let's talk about more of the math aspect of it. So I have the marked up sheet of paper in front of me. I'm twirling it around for no apparent reason. So you probably can't see it super well in this light, but there are red and blue markings on this paper. The red lines represents mountain folds, and the blue lines represent valley folds. Here's the diagram a little bit better, closer up. So I took the time and counted up all of the folds here, and there are 54 mountain folds and 43 valley folds. Which that might seem like a lot, because if you're looking at this, it might seem like there's maybe a dozen separate lines on this paper. That's not the case. When you count folds in origami, you count every single intersecting line. So if another fold comes into contact with another line, that means that is counted as another fold. So every single time they come into contact with another, it's another fold. So that's how I counted them. And with the total of 54 and 43, that means that this is in fact not flat foldable. So moving on, I have my piece of paper in front of me. It's single-sided for easy understanding. I'm taking that and I'm folding it in half. It's a valley fold that I'm doing, creasing it nice and good. Then I'm taking the top corner of the paper and meeting it to the other side of the paper. And in a valley fold, it's creating a triangle up top. And I'll be doing the same with the other side. And just doing another valley fold, meeting that top corner of the paper to the other side, creating another valley fold. And the next fold I'm about to do is called a balloon base fold. It's a little bit odd to do it on a shape like this, but I'm taking the top half of the paper and creasing it where those two lines intersect. There we go. And then here comes, it's a little bit more difficult. You can see it takes even me some time, and I've been doing origami forever. Yeah, there we go. I'm taking the top, that middle part, and folding it to meet the center, and I'm squashing it down almost. Yeah, so that's one half of a balloon base. You can see it there. It looks almost, yeah, it's just several folds there, all triangles. And I'm doing the same with the other side. It's also part of the balloon base. You can see the white peeking through on the paper. That's how you know which side is which. It doesn't matter on your paper if you guys have double-sided. I just chose single-sided. It's a little bit easier to see what I'm doing. There you go. That's what it looks like on the inside. And that's a completed balloon base, but on a smaller scale. And I'm taking those top parts of the balloon base and folding them up. This is what creates the front frog legs. So there you go. It's hard to see, but you basically are just creasing them up to create a diamond in the middle there, or two small triangles out of the legs. Just try to keep them like relatively similar in size. And I'm taking the sides of the paper and folding them in to meet the middle. You can fold your frog in half if that would be easier for you to see. I'm just eyeballing it at this point. I'm just creasing it nice and good. You can see there. Yeah, I'm just taking the sides and making them meet in the middle. Doing the same with the other side. There we go. Okay, so they're meeting in the middle. I'm taking the corner of the frog, just sort of like we did with the balloon base there, and meeting it into the center, creating a triangle there. This will help form the bottom legs of the frog. And I'm doing the same with the other side. Creating a triangle, 2 triangles there. And I'm folding the paper where the 2 triangles intersect with the outside. It'll be easier to fold down the line with that. You can see there, that's what the creases should look like. And I'm folding that part up. This takes some time and finagling. You can sort of see how many crease marks I had on the frog there. And this is what looks like a boat fold. And then I'm taking those top little parts and sort of matching the top part of the frog to the bottom. And then we have the legs. And right now this is a really long frog, so we're going to have to make it so the frog can actually jump. And that's what I'm doing right now. It would help if I was actually in frame, but it seems that I'm allergic to that. Yeah, this also takes some time and finagling. Yeah, I covered up how many folds I had to make there, but you're making an accordion in the middle there. I don't think I ever show it to the camera. That would be really helpful. But it looks like a spring, and I'm taking a marker and I'm making a little face on the frog, because what's a frog without a face? There you go, he's nice and smiley. And he's jumping all over the place. And the other frog I made was way more springy and bouncy, so it just jumps all over the place. Yeah, so take your time. I have a link to a little bit better of like the description of the folds and all that in the PowerPoint if you want to click on that. And that's all I have for you today. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns. I am more than happy to help.